Alright, before I start this tutorial, I want to let you guys know that this is a tutorial for intermediate and advanced fighting game players. If you are a beginner who is starting to play fighting games now with Dragon Ball FighterZ, don't watch this tutorial for now. Go play the game and have a better understanding of how the game works, because this is a technique that, although it is very important to be good at this game, it is also difficult in the execution, and you need to understand when and how to use it. So first go have some fun, like play some in arcade mode, story mode, play some matches online, and once you feel that you are understanding the game, come back here and watch this tutorial and try learn this technique. That's important. So let's begin. Dragon Ball FighterZ, being an Arc System Works fighting game, it has a lot of emphasis on air movement. You can double jump, you can do the chase, which can also be called the super dash. You can do air dash, that's 2 inputs forward or 2 inputs backward in the air, and etc. And it is important to be able to move around on the air efficiently to be good at these games. And like air dash has a lot of advantages over, for example, the chase, that's slow while air dash are quicker. But you have to be on the air first, right? So what if I tell you that there is a way to do the air dash from the ground without having to be on the air first, like this? That's where the instant air dash comes in. Instant air dash is basically a technique that lets you do an air dash from the first moment from the ground instantly after you move to the air. So before I explain how to do the execution of this technique, I will let you understand some of the applications for it. For example, let's start talking about the super dash compared to the instant air dash. For example, super dash are slow because you are on the ground and they have a bigger startup. If you manage to get a hit, it is not a full combo because the opponent is already on the air, so you can do the ground section of the combo. And if they block, you cannot do much pressure after that. It's difficult to follow up with the pressure, and you probably could even be punished if you try doing that. However, if you do the instant air dash, like that, you can follow up with a full combo. It is faster. As you can see, it's more difficult to react to, so it's difficult for them to punish you for attempting that. And if they actually block, if they actually block, you can follow up the pressure, because you're basically using an air attack, and in most 2D fighting games, the air attacks are positive on block. You can actually follow up the pressure after that. So that's one of the applications. The second application is compared to the universal overhead, as you can see here. Even if the opponent does not block it, it's difficult to follow up with a combo using it, because of the slow recovery. It is easier if you are on Sparking, but usually you are not going to be on that all the times. So instead of that, you can also use the instant air dash, follow up to a strong attack to do an overhead, and follow up the combo. It has more range, you do more damage, and you can follow up with pressure after that, something that you cannot do if they use the overhead. Another application is to use on footsies on neutral. Like if you try doing the dash and then doing a back dash, as you can see, the opponent, your character first, they have to stop the dash for them to do a back dash, so it's kinda slow. However, you can jump right after you do a dash, and because of that, you can do the instant air dash and go back much quicker. That way, you can try baiting your opponent or making they do something that they shouldn't do, and then you can punish your cardinal. And lastly, but not least, you can use the air dash for pressure, the instant air dash for pressure, using our assist, for example. So let's suppose you did a combo. You end that combo on the corner, and now you want to call the assist to do a pressure. If you use the instant air dash, that means that you can do an overhead that is difficult to react to because it's difficult to see that you are doing. Just like that. And you can basically hit your opponent and get a combo out of it. And you can also mix up with a low, so it can be efficient for doing pressure in the corner. So those are the applications for instant air dash. But how you do the technique itself? Well, first of all, the air dash basically have to be on the air and then do forward 2 times or back 2 times, right? The way you do the instant air dash is that you move the stick forward or backward, and then right after that you return to neutral, or if you use the D-pad you just don't press anything, and then press forward or backward. That way you can have 2 techniques, 2 inputs done at once. Like for example, instead of jumping and doing 3 inputs to jump and do a dash, you can just do the jump and dash with only 2 inputs. So it's faster and easier to do the air dash. It's going to require some practice, especially in the beginning though. So how do you practice it? Well, first of all, before you start practicing any combos, try to do a habit of always practicing it for a while, for daily. Like for example, before you go practice your combos, try doing it for a while, like for 5 minutes, air dash forward, air dash backward, until you get the hang of it. After you get the hang of it, try mixing up with like a dash and then back dash, like that, or dash in attack and combo, and etc. If you do that like for some days, you'll be mastering this in no time. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was useful for you. And thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to my channel because I'm going to be posting a lot of content about fighting games and especially Dragon Ball FighterZ in the future. And that's it. I'm Blue Ink. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.